Sally, so I'm Asian and I am not skinnier than you. Just so you know. Every time I tell people that I'm Cambodian, they're like Samoan. I'm like, no, Cambodian. They're like, oh, the fields with the starving kids. I'm like, obviously I'm not from that field. This is why, see, now I notice, you guys, this is why people never donate to me on Zoom, because they're like, this bitch is not starving. We don't need to donate nothing to her. Anyways, so anyway, I'm gonna drink until I start to enjoy parenting. I invite you. All these ladies are so cute, right? Elkie, Melissa, Heather, Sally, Kasia, they're all cute. They're like the people when they tell others that they do comedy, people are like, but you're not funny looking, you know? Every time I tell people I do comedy, they're like, we can see that. So I've been quarantined since March, and I'm starting to talk to these ants crawling in my kitchen. I'm like, hey girl, you remind me of myself when I was a psycho ex-girlfriend. You show up uninvited, you find any way you can to get in, and you settle for trash. So the reason why I talk to these ants instead of killing them is because my grandma was Buddhist, and she used to tell me, Lin, if you kill it, you will reincarnate as it. So I guess my dad will reincarnate as my self-worth. Sally told you it was a daddy issues showcase. So my mom passed away in 2011, right? She had a stroke. When I saw her, she was already unconscious, and they're like, she's not going to make it. So the nurse asked me, she said, Lin, do you want us to write resuscitate on her chart or DNR? And I was like, DNR? Do not reincarnate? If so, that one. Because my mom and I, we had awesome conversations. I loved her very much. We talked a lot in the hospital because she couldn't talk back. So we were very poor growing up. My mom used to make us spaghetti, and I loved her pot of spaghetti, my brother and I. So one day we went to open the pot of spaghetti, and we found a roach in the pot. When you're poor, you don't waste food. So we took out the roach, and we ate the spaghetti. And we saved the roach for later. Chocolate covered roaches. Listen, if you're grossed out by this, I'm joking. It's a joke. We couldn't afford chocolate. So I'm a single mom. I've been quarantined with my 4-year-old, if you can hear him in the background, since March. I need a freaking break. Because codependent relationships are not healthy. The coronavirus has my parenting style. Stay 6 feet away from me and I won't kill you. By the 5th day of quarantine, I ordered 2 pizzas and a helicopter. By the 10th day of quarantine, I gave my son Benadryl so he would go to bed. And then my friend said, Lin, doing that is considered child abuse in the books. And I was like, damn, I better not let him read that book. My good mom friends are like, Lin, he's only 4. Enjoy him while you can. I'm like, why? Is he going somewhere in the next 14 years? Another mom friend was like, I'd rather be a stay-at-home mom and work for my child than to go to a job and be a slave for someone else. And I was like, great. Is your kid hiring? When do you guys think moms should stop lying to their kids about how talented they are? When should they stop posting videos of their kids convulsing and calling it dancing? You know, like your kid, awkward toddler dancing is only cute when the kid's a toddler. Like my son is a horrible dancer. Posting him dancing on Instagram is like Kim Kardashian trying to be a lawyer. Her mom thinks it's cute, but the world doesn't need it. There's an article that said Kanye West said God told him to be president of 2020, president in 2020. Did God also say of the United States? So anyway, I'm anti-marriage vows. For richer, for poor, till death do us part. Not really into the for poor, you know? Not really one to like be in love and live in a cardboard box. People are like, Lynn, love will inspire you to make money. I'm like, do you know what inspires me to make money? An eviction notice. Till death do us part. If you're poor and I want to get rid of you, how will I hire a hitman? So you guys see, I started asking people if I should dye the gray roots in my hair, right? And the only people who said yes are my vain Asian friends. They're like, listen, you're like 1 out of 5 Asian single moms. Can you at least dye your roots?
Oh no.
They're like, listen, we're the model minorities, and you're fucking it up for all of us. I think the Korean guy who shot up a school fucked it up for all of us. No? Okay. So I met my son. So okay, I met my son's dad on OkCupid. We had a 2-night stand. He's from India. He's moved back to India. We don't talk anymore. He doesn't pay child support. I'm too classy to like put him on blast on Zoom, but his initials are Neil Patel. I used to be a massage therapist, and by that I mean, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Then one day someone was like, Lynn, giving hand jobs for money is considered prostitution. And I was like, listen, officer. So I was in jail for 12 days, and when I was there, someone stole my shoes. And I was like, does this bitch know that I am also in jail? So my bunkie says, I think she stole your shoes because you're the only Asian woman in here, and she thinks it might make her smarter. And I was like, I guarantee you the shoes don't make me smarter. I'm smart because I eat chocolate-covered roaches. Have a great night, you guys. Thank you so much.